if any fighter could, they knock out everybody in 30 seconds. Every fight will last 1 minute. So yes, believe me when I say that I've been in the gym training to knock out not just Terence Crawford, but everyone that I fought at the highest level is where it's very difficult to do. But if it can be done, I'm gonna go out there and do everything that's required.
With all the wacky things that happen in this era of boxing, it's still some great things that can happen. We have two great fighters in Bud Crawford and Canelo that can be undisputed in two different weight classes. In this article on BoxingScene.com, it was also on Sky Sports Boxing, which Terence Crawford did an interview with. And he said he is frustrated that Canelo can get all the fights he wants, but he can't. And that's true because Terence Crawford is high risk, low reward. He's not a pay-per-view star, but happens to be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. So fighting Bud Crawford is very risky, and at the same time, it's not as lucrative as fighting a Canelo. Canelo is arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He also happens to be the biggest draw in boxing. You're guaranteed to be a multi-millionaire after you lose. And it's all about the money, and this is why you have a lot of these fighters don't want to fight each other. They're trying to protect their own, they're trying to get that Canelo Alvarez paycheck. And this is why it's more likely Canelo can be undisputed in two weight classes before Terence Crawford will be. But Saturday night, this could all change with Terence Crawford. If he beats Sean Porter, he will be able to pick his fights, because after the Sean Porter fight, he's a free agent. Which means there will be no more excuses. There's no side of the streets anymore, because Terence Crawford will be a free agent, and that means he can negotiate with any of the top 147-pound guys, and that includes Errol Spence. And even though I haven't beaten Sean Porter, that is not an easy task. This is definitely the biggest fight of Terence Crawford's career, because if he wins, everything goes up, and if he loses, it all comes down. And all the talk will be Terence Crawford was overrated. He was never pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He never fought anybody at 147. Once he got in there with a good fighter at 147, they exposed him. That would be the narrative if Terence Crawford loses his fight. So Bud Crawford's time has come. We will see what happens Saturday night. You know, Derek James is already making excuses, saying Errol Spence took something out of Sean Porter. He's not the same fighter. Why couldn't Spence get in the ring and ruin Bud Crawford? Another reason why Canelo was able to get those fights is because he became a free agent. He got rid of Golden Boy. And that's when he started to get his own fights. And that's why he became undisputed in 12 months. And Crawford will be able to do the same after Saturday night once he's victorious. Anyway, leave your thoughts in comments below. Jay Beezy, I'm gone.